Good evening and welcome to the news roundup for Wednesday, September 20. Before we get into the news, please remember to like this video, share your views in the comments, and share the video with your family and friends.
Reach them! Always make sure the message reach them!
Now for the news in detail. The Court of Appeal has refused the application of the chairman of the Police Federation, Corporal Rohan James, to be reinstated while he seeks judicial review of his interdiction. He was interdicted for his comments about overtime pay at the funeral of a slain police officer in July. The Court of Appeal ordered that the cost of the legal fee of Assistant Commissioner of Police, Angela Lewis, be agreed upon or taxed. Based on police service regulations, Corporal James is only to receive 3/4 of his salary, hand over all items of government property, and cannot leave the country without permission from the Governor General. Corporal James has been served with multiple charges and is slated to appear before a court of inquiry. Supreme Court Judge Caroline Taipoe last month ordered that he be paid 99% of his salary and that his disciplinary hearing be placed on hold pending the judicial review. A corporate area man who rented a vehicle that was involved in a shootout with cops in July was offered bail on Tuesday in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court. Roshane Anderson was offered $400,000 bail with at least 2 sureties and was ordered to surrender his travel documents and report to the police 3 times weekly. Allegations are that on June 30 about 9:40 a.m., a blue Toyota Vitz motorcar was driving along Orange Street in downtown Kingston when 4 men alighted and allegedly shot and killed a man, who was later identified as Craig Johnson. The men drove off while the police gave chase and a shootout ensued, which resulted in 2 of the vehicle's occupants being shot and killed. The vehicle crashed into a perimeter wall near the York Park fire station. The car was said to have been rented by Anderson prior to the incident. When he was questioned about renting the vehicle, he denied knowing that this is what the men were going to use the vehicle for. After he learned that it was involved in a murder, it is alleged that Anderson called the agent for the owner of the vehicle and told him that he should report the vehicle to the police as stolen, which was not the case, the prosecutor outlined. Anderson is charged on an indictment with conspiracy to murder, accessory before and after the fact. The Director of Corruption Prosecution has ruled that the House Speaker and the Member of Parliament for Trelawney Southern, Marisa Dalrymple Philibert, be charged in connection with allegations that she made a false statement in her statutory declarations filed over the period 2015 to 2017. Dalrymple Philibert is also to be charged with a similar offense in relation to her declarations filed over the period 2018 to 2020. The Integrity Commission's investigation report into the statutory declaration filed by her alleges that she failed to disclose a Mercedes-Benz GLA 250 motor vehicle of which she was the legal owner. According to the report, the Director of Information and Complaints, by way of a letter dated February 14, 2022, requested further particulars in respect of the vehicle in question. In a response letter dated March 29, 2022, Dalrymple Philibert indicated to the Director of Information and Complaints that she does not own a 2015 Mercedes-Benz GLA 250. However, the Commission says the evidence obtained from Tax Administration Jamaica, the Ministry of Finance, Jamaica Customs, and the Sagicor Jamaica Limited confirmed that the said motor vehicle was acquired and registered in her name from 2015 until it was sold in May of 2022. Following the revelation on Tuesday, the House Speaker insisted she has nothing to hide. In a statement, she acknowledged the investigation involved a car that she bought in 2015. Seeking to explain why her statutory declarations up to 2021 did not have the vehicle on it, she said she honestly forgot about the vehicle, which was purchased for $6 million. For the Integrity Commission, however, failing to disclose an asset is a crime. Under the Integrity Commission Act, anyone who makes false statements in a statutory declaration or knowingly provides false information can be fined up to $2 million or 2 years in prison. The House Speaker has retained the legal services of prominent defense attorney Peter Champini. In the meantime, she said she will resubmit the correct documents to the Commission in the next 24 hours. Attorneys representing Noel Maitland, the policeman charged with the murder of his girlfriend, social media personality Donnelly Donaldson, will have to renew their application for bail on November 15. The matter, which was set for today in the Home Circuit Court, was postponed as the court was told that there was some challenge in bringing Maitland to court. The court also heard that an application to renew the bail hearing should have been filed on or before September 1, but that was not done. Maitland's attorney, Christopher Townsend, said there was an issue with Maitland's clothes for court, which was provided by the family. The clothing was taken but was refused. He can't come to court in a merino and underpants, Townsend said. Maitland, who has been in custody for over a year, is also charged with preventing the lawful burial of a corpse. Donaldson was last seen at Maitland's New Kingston apartment on July 11. She was reported missing on July 13. The police had indicated that investigations concluded that Donaldson was killed on July 12 between 4 and 8 p.m. There are 3 times as many sexual offences cases as murder cases on the official log for the start of the Michaelmas term in the Home Circuit Court. That is according to Director of Public Prosecutions, Paula Llewellyn. A breakdown of the new committals before the Home Circuit Court shows a subtotal of 67 sexual offence cases. These include 34 cases of sexual intercourse with a person under the age of 16 and 29 cases of rape. The number of new murder cases at the start of the term stands at 23. Llewellyn says the increase in new sexual offence cases is alarming. The DPP says police reports indicate that there is an island-wide spike in sexual offence cases. She highlights the reports coming from the parish of Trelawney. DPP Llewellyn says despite the increase in cases being prosecuted, there needs to be adequate intervention to prevent such incidents. Detectives assigned to the Falmouth Criminal Investigations Branch have listed Akeem Frame, otherwise called Chubby, as wanted. Frame is wanted for the murder of Kemar Williams, otherwise called Kenny, which was committed on July 31. The police say he is off Peel Street, Falmouth and Hague in the parish. Anyone with information that can assist the police in locating Akeem Frame is being asked to contact the Falmouth Police at 876-954-3271, the Police 119 emergency number, Crime Stop at 311, or the nearest police station. Detectives assigned to the St. Anne Criminal Investigations Branch have listed 2 men as wanted for serious crimes in the division. Kemar Matthews, otherwise called Bitter or Bibi, who is wanted for murder and wounding with intent, and Javon Simpson, who is wanted for wounding with intent. They are to report to the police by 6 p.m. on Wednesday, September 20. Meanwhile, anyone with information that can assist the police in locating these men is being asked to contact the St. Anne's Bay Police at 876-954-3073, the Police 119 emergency number, Crime Stop at 311, or the nearest police station. Detectives from the Criminal Investigations Branch have made an arrest in connection with a firearm stolen from the Gun Court Registry of the Supreme Court. A man was charged by the Kingston Eastern Police after he was found in possession of the stolen weapon. He is Kevin Banfield of a Bull Bay address. He was reportedly held in possession of the stolen gun on August 23 and is subsequently charged with the possession of a prohibited weapon. Detectives and the management of the Supreme Court launched an investigation last week into the circumstances that led to the theft of the weapon from the Gun Court Criminal Registry. The semi-automatic pistol, which was an exhibit in a case, was stolen from the registry between July 11 and August 27. It was discovered missing last week when the police was sent to the Supreme Court to retrieve the weapon on completion of the court case in which the accused was acquitted of illegal possession of a firearm. Several rounds of ammunition were also stolen from the filing cabinet in the Gun Court Registry. The man suspected of targeting and killing homeless people in St. Anne has been charged. Senior Superintendent Dwight Powell, head of the St. Anne Police, disclosed Tuesday afternoon that the 45-year-old suspect was charged Monday following intensive investigation into the killing of 5 homeless people in the parish. Richard Belnavis of Pagine, Portmore, St. Mary, and Bucksfield in St. Anne has been charged with 2 counts of murder. They relate to the killing of Junior Hay on July 27, as well as an unidentified man who was killed on April 10. Belnavis is also charged with 2 counts of wounding with intent in relation to 2 other homeless people, including a 60-year-old woman and another count of unlawful wounding. Powell said additional charges are pending against the accused, who was captured last week. The headless body of a man was found on Barnes Avenue in Rosetown in the No Man's Land area of Kingston 13 this morning. There is an ongoing gang war in the lower Maxfield Avenue space, and the police believe the dead man may be associated with one of the factions. Them deal with him mean, real Spanish Town style. He meant gone clean, an investigator said. The body was wrapped in a grey tarpaulin and placed along the roadway. In business, the government has ceased payment of the salaries for employees of Stocks and Securities Limited SSL. Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark says it is no longer necessary to provide that kind of support, as an insurance claim by the temporary manager of SSL in April to the investment firm's insurers in England has been settled. SSL received the insurance payout of US $1 million on September 7, enabling the company to settle the remainder of its August staff salary bill last week Monday. With the new development, no taxpayer money, no government of Jamaica resources, no public funds have or will be used to support SSL in the payment of any of its employees or any other of its expenses, Clark declared. Meanwhile, Clark says starting this Friday, Stocks and Securities Limited will begin the process of transferring Jamaican dollar securities held in the Jamaica Central Securities Depository to other securities dealers selected by clients. Additionally, any cash balances in clients' accounts will be transferred to banks specified by them. Clark said the entire process could take up to 6 weeks given the volume of client accounts. However, the transfer of US dollar securities owned by SSL clients will involve collaboration with US-based regulators and US-based investment houses, which will therefore take more time, he noted. In the meantime, Clark said SSL's staff complement is projected to decline from 22 to no more than 8 people by the end of November, given the progress in the Financial Investigations Division's probe and the expected winding down of the firm's off-balance activities. He added that the complete removal of SSL as a contingent liability of the government requires a final determination by the court on the issues surrounding who has proper authority over SSL, whether it is the Financial Services Commission's appointed temporary manager or the SSL board appointed trustee. In sports, 3 of the 4 people who were struck by lightning at an ISA football game at Charlemont High School in Linstead, St. Catherine on Tuesday are still in hospital on Wednesday, awaiting further tests. 3 members of the Dintil technical team and an assistant referee were rushed to hospital after they were struck by lightning in the first half of the game. Everton Burke, manager of the Dintil technical team, said that one student, Asha Hutchinson, was examined and released Tuesday. His teammates, Gabriel Anderson and Tayamba Chin, as well as an assistant referee, were admitted for further tests. Meanwhile, other members of the team were given counseling at the school on Wednesday morning. Burke stated that it was not raining at the time of the lightning strike, but it had rained early and the conditions were overcast. And that is it for your news roundup for today. We would appreciate you liking this video, leaving a comment, and sharing the video with your family and friends. Have a good evening and see you next time.